Hey now. Now that sign says... Now that sign says applesauce. Nah, I'm kidding. It says applause. I wish we could play that for Super Nintendo. Da, 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 da.
The unfinished prototype of the Larry Sanders Show Super Nintendo game.
Yeah. Lost Clinton year gems.
Happy Thingsgiving. Thingus-giving? Thingsgiving.
Things give us.
Things give us. Look at this beautiful art.
Oh yeah, I mean it's probably the same art from the movie.
Yeah, it looks like it, but look at this beautiful parallax shit going on in the background.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Lovely.
Couldn't do that in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It's no wonder Aladdin wants to live there.
Yeah, but instead he lives here in a video game level.
Mm-hmm. The palace must be a video game level at some point.
Maybe. I don't think you ever go there.
So,
do you ever go there?
So, like...
Let's not know.
Let's not know. I love not knowing.
Or I could pause the game to Google it.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we stop our lives and Google it?
Just here, let's simulate what it's like.
Oh, it's that.
Oh, it's that. I forgot already and don't care. Sorry to interrupt with my not caring. What were you saying?
Oh, I don't remember.
We'll never know.
I was just thinking about how, like...
Let's not know.
Let's not know what my memories are. I was thinking about how The Lion King, like, really apes this game, where, like,
Let's play that.
Let's play that. Well, like, Aladdin is kind of, like, agilely moving through the marketplace.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Simba, too. He's also cool. But it doesn't really work. Because, like, he's not supposed to be enemies with any of the creatures he's encountering in the jungle.
Yeah.
Like, Aladdin, everyone's after him. He's cool. Whoa.
Gotta eat your shit, got a shit to eat, tell you all about it.
Did you wait for me to take a sip of my drink?
That was just very lucky, I think.
Well timed.
Well, it was more that you drinking created a silence, and I was tired of being deafened by it.
And that's when the best song lyrics come, truly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you sing that, you're really cool.
Whoa! He's cool.
Well, yeah, there's games where you're cool, and then there's games where you're really not cool. Like, this game is not Prince of Persia, but it's a little bit inspired by
You're
it.
right. Prince of Persia is cool.
But he's not cool.
No.
He's very dieable.
Yeah.
He dies really easily, and it's hilarious.
Right. The game itself is cool, but he's very dieable. Prince of Persia is so cool. Oh, you're going after this guy. This guy who would cut off a child's hand for an apple.
Well, it's barbaric, but hey, it's home.
Voiced by Jim Cummings, right?
Yes.
I'll teach you some manners. You say manners? No, I'm mixing him up with someone else. He doesn't care about manners.
No, he's just gonna teach you the law.
The law, yeah. The law that women and children have no rights. That Abu is so cute. Like no one had to do that. Someone had so much fun.
It's good on purpose.
Good on purpose.
You didn't have to.
Yeah. Yeah, the sand is barbaric. That's right. Prince of Persia PS2, man. I've never played that.
Oh yeah, I played that a little bit, the Sands of Time on Xbox. Back in the day when our brother had a modded Xbox.
That's right. Cool. How was it?
It's, probably worth playing again. It wasn't, just some IP trash. It was an actual sequel.
Yeah, I think Jordan Mechner was involved in that.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he's been involved in, like, a lot of them. Pretty sure.
I'm like, Abu, like, get me out of this.
Yeah, get me out of here.
Wow, that was quick.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I just fast forwarded through, like, 30 minutes of the movie by hitting start.
I love the first little bit of Aladdin. It's good all the way through, but I love the way Jasmine and Aladdin talk to each other, and like Jasmine knows this guy's a fucking liar, right? Like she doesn't care. She's kind of like into it, you know?
Yeah, but like every hipster, she sees that he has this authenticity to him that she's never seen from any other prince guy.
Yes. She wants to like live in the marketplace and be poor for like one night.
Yeah, she wants to be able to, stop the role play as soon as somebody takes out a sword.
Yeah. But the truth is that anytime she hangs out with someone like this, he's going to be killed afterwards.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of guys out there, right? It'll take a long time before there's none left. And by then, there'll be more guys.
Yeah, she's just really unlucky that she actually liked this guy. Like, how many times before Aladdin had Jasmine snuck out into the marketplace and found a guy to go on a date with, and then that guy was imprisoned and murdered?
I mean, probably only once, otherwise she wouldn't keep doing it.
Right, she'd feel bad. Hard.
But she doesn't seem to have any friends, which is a real problem for Jasmine. Nobody's covering for her except maybe the cat.
The cat covers for her, yeah.
What does he do? Dress up as her?
No, he just he doesn't try to make her stay when he notices her sneaking out. He like pulls on her pant leg, and she's like, I gotta go. and he just lets her go. He doesn't.
He's a guy!
Yeah, Raja knows the deal, but he knows that Jasmine has to make her own mistakes.
I guess cats can understand that. They're pretty smart.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but then the Sultan says to Raja, Allah forbid you should have any daughters. And Raja's like, oh. So much cute shit in this. Just adorable little cutscene animation.
Well, this was made by Capcom, and they did a lot of Disney games, and they were good. Mm-hmm. Not just IP trash.
No. Good art and feels like the movie.
Oh yeah.
Look at that finger.
They're good cartoonists.
Yeah.
Oh man, this sure takes forever.
This takes too long. This looks great.
Yeah, you were asking me if I could do a Robin Williams impression, but what is his voice? He's got 300.
Yeah, usually when I hear someone doing a Robin Williams impression, it's like, now my voice is really high, now my voice is really low, now I'm over here, now I'm over here. It's just what's the word? I cannot decide. Where are you? Where have you gone? Is this the dungeon that takes you to the Cave of Wonders? Or you've been in the Cave of Wonders?
I guess I must have fast forwarded through even more story.
Guess
No,
so.
it's just like, I don't know, they need to pad out this game a little because they got us here way too fast.
Right.
I think the idea is like, do you remember the Toy Story game? There was a level, there were like 3 levels in a row based off the inside of the machine that has all those little alien toys. And in the movie, it takes 3
you're
seconds.
there for 3 seconds, right?
For him to get into that thing.
Right.
But in the game, it's like the entire game.
The hell? Oh, you know, when you're in a cave and there's a rock that is operated by a pulley. I think it's just like you have to play as Aladdin in rags for a while before he wears the Prince Ali costume.
Wait, you actually get to play as Prince Ali?
I assume. I don't know. Maybe
I mean,
not.
that would require a lot more sprites to be drawn.
That's true.
I don't think they went to the trouble. I think they actually just made it like you get to be Prince Ali on a carpet and it's one drawing of him.
Right. There's a whole new world cutscene. Can't you just ride on that carpet right now? Whoa.
What? Yeah, it's like a really short sound clip. Well, yeah, like, all of the samples from these games are really short clips like that, and then they artificially make them sound longer by adding effects, like echo and stuff. So, like, for instance, if he was like, "What?" you could just like lengthen it to be like, "Whoa."
And then he's gone.
That's what he understands. He doesn't appreciate that. But I bop him again.
I give my head bop. You know, I was talking to that. I was talking about Mike about that video. This video that the Minute Hour made like 7 years ago that Joe and I will never stop talking about or watching for the rest of our lives. And how, like, we're talking about how it's perfect, you know? Like, there is not a single detail I would change about that. Like, every drawing of it is absolutely perfect, you know? That
Yeah.
it would be a lesser thing.
Infidels.
Do we get so now we get a carpet escape scene, right?
Yeah.
I don't love that Jafar drawing. It's a little cross-eyed. The narration blames Abu.
Let's look at the art this time.
Yeah.
Really? Can I just live here?
Yeah, there's a lot of gold here.
Well, as Scrooge McDuck explains, if he was on an island with all of his money, it'd be worthless.
That's right. That's right. He recognizes that, but I don't think Aladdin does.
I mean, it didn't stop him from taking all of his money to an island.
Money.
Oh, me money. Oh, I could bathe in it. Cleaner than the people. It's money that's never been circulated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Scrooge is a clean boy. I was reading about clean girls today.
What's that?
It's basically like, to put it in a way that you might have understood from another era, people who live in the Midwest in an ugly house. But in practice, it's like somebody whose house is like very without detail, and their clothes are very minimalist, and they bathe a lot, and they just like exude the feeling of cleanliness in everything they do and in the home they keep.
Yeah.
And you know, they're on social media, on, you know, Instagram and TikTok, they're like they live in these giant, you know, generic looking houses with beige walls, and order products on Amazon and talk about review products on Amazon. And they were in the news this week. There's a story going around, I think it was in Verge, about these two influencers, these two clean girls, and one of them sued the other because she's doing the exact same thing with her account. Like, their houses look exactly the same. The products they review are exactly the same. They both live like in like these empty beige rooms and wear like the same like 2 colors.
Wow, I hate this.
Yeah. And
it's like they're just coming up with new ways to call being boring, right?
yeah, well, I mean,
No, I was right at the end.
I know.
All right, fuck this.
Yeah, I don't care if Aladdin ever gets out of here.
Let's do Mario.
Let's do some Mario RPG. The people have been waiting for Mario RPG for like 3 weeks now. Yeah, they're waiting longer.
Probably deleted all the games just now.
Yeah, probably. We're gonna have to start from the beginning because because somebody somehow something deleted our saves. We spent last week
Somehow Palpatine deleted our saves.
Yeah, we spent last week mourning it, and this week we're sucking it the fuck up, and we're gonna play the game.
Should I actually like just copy Oscar's game because he's like a little bit further in it?
Yeah, you may as well. You should just do your own game so that we get the intro, right?
Can you even copy in this?
I don't know if you can. Old game.
All right, you can just open the old file. It's fine.
Ah, yeah.
What are we named?
Thingus. Is Gino as cool as you've been led to believe? Have you ever played Mario RPG? It's the ATV.
Wait, what?
Oh, just someone in the chat is asking if Gino is cool. They apparently
Right.
Gino's reputation precedes him.
Okay, yeah. Gino is very popular.
I didn't know that.
People have been asking for Gino to be in Smash Brothers since the first Smash Brothers came out.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they're saying. I see. Well, Gino is a cute component of this game. It's strange that he's popular, but I certainly enjoy him as one of the large ensemble cast of this game.
I do like that he's in this game, but I kind of also like that he's in no other games. It makes him
yeah.
seem more important to be here.
Sure.
Like he has an actual mission being here to help Mario.
Yeah, he's a toy come to life, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of cool, especially in this game's context. I feel like once you remove a character from their context and put them in Smash Brothers, people start thinking about how they relate to each other, and I don't think they do. I
Yeah.
think they're literally just toys being smacked together by a child.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, I you know how I feel about this. I hate when things are taken out of their story and become IP.
I do hate that, yeah. They turn everything into a toy, and it's especially frustrating if the character is based on a toy and, you know, like Hobbs the Tiger. People are like, hey, how can I get my own toy of that?
Yeah, no, Hobbs cannot, like, Hobbs becomes dead the second you remove it from Calvin's world.
Right, because I'm not as smart as Calvin. I can't make Hobbs sound smarter than me the way Calvin can.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. There was a while I was going through kind of a manic episode, and I was kind of obsessed with this princess tied up sprite.
Well, there is a YouTube thumbnail I keep seeing that has that sprite in it, where it compares this like with the scan lines to the sprite how it looks on an emulator.
Oh yeah.
And the giant red text is like completely unrecognizable.
I mean, yeah, it does look pretty special this way.
Yeah, it looks very different. It's like there's tiny little black lines between every row. So it's like everything was kind of made with that in mind, that there's like a bit of graying by those black lines.
Yeah.
Like that is a bright white, but it looks kind of less white than it would on an emulator.
Yeah, I don't know if it appears that way. Like, I have no idea how it works with the capture card. Like, is the output they're getting the same as what we're getting, or is it just shitty in another way?
Well, it has the right colors, but it doesn't have the scan lines. So like when you look at the corned beef I drew in Mario Paint, it looks less real than it did on this TV.
I know, it doesn't. Yeah, it really looked like corned beef on the TV.
Yep. I love this. They were so good at getting the tone right for this. Like something that feels like a real Squaresoft game, but still Mario.
Oh yeah. No,
I just like how delicately they were able to execute that.
It's so incredible that like they open with Mario making it to Bowser's castle after presumably playing through 8 levels to get there, and and then like I believe you've put it this way before, where like they show the limit of this world that they live in, and that there are things bigger than them.
Yeah.
And only Squaresoft could have brought us that version of it.
Right. Yeah, like the whole plot with Geno is that he's a star spirit from Star Road, which is like an existing element from the Mario games, but has never been given like a purpose, like a role.
Right. It's just like this chaotic world where Yoshis are different colors and things work in reverse sometimes.
Yeah.
You've always tried to imagine a smug Hot Topic Calvin and Hobbes. Well, there was all kinds of shit like that. It's true that there was never any Calvin and Hobbes merch, but that meant that all Calvin and Hobbes merch was bootleg. That's why Calvin pissing is as popular as it is, because there was no official Calvin merchandise to counteract that shit.
It's a parody. It's a reference.
It's a freaking parody. I remember once buying a Calvin and Hobbes t-shirt with our dad, and I said something about how I knew that this shirt was a bootleg because there was no official Calvin and Hobbes merchandise. And the guy selling us the shirt, whose store it was like, "What do you mean?" And I had to be like, "Oh no, I'm not going to tell anybody. I just, I think this shirt's cool, so don't worry."
Yeah, I mean, you know, people taking things into their own hands. I suppose I support that. Whenever people do something that's like, you know, Mother 3 translation, for instance, it's like the company wasn't doing it. It's like we took it into our own hands.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there was no version of Calvin and Hobbes merch that was going to be any good. All the Calvin and Hobbes merchandise basically has Calvin being an asshole, like being an attitude asshole, like Bart Simpson, which was also not true to Bart, even though that was like official merchandise. Bart was not cool. Like in the cartoon, the only people he got one up on was the principal and Homer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he was a loser. And there's like nowhere in the merchandise that suggests that.
Right. Like bootleg Bart is cooler than Bart.
Absolutely.
You know, he smokes. He's black.
He's black.
He has sex.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do kind of like that there's a separate bootleg world for a lot of this stuff that is like aggressively bootleg. I think that is better than official merchandise.
It's in the spirit of The Simpsons.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, you're finding the essence of cool that is, you know, marketable, clearly, because that stuff persists. But the owners of the IP don't have the courage to give you, and they wouldn't even know how. Right? They don't actually know what's cool about it. They're like reaching for what they think is cool about it.
Yeah.
But what's actually cool about it is going to manifest through other people's like mass enjoyment of it, right? So like Rick and Morty smoking weed, like, you know, seems like a no-brainer. But that's not official either, right? Like there's no official Rick and Morty smoking weed merch.
Well, right? I mean, maybe now there is.
Maybe now.
I feel like, like it's possible that stuff is officially licensed, and you can see like the Warner Brothers logo on the bottom.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah,
nobody wants that shit.
Nobody wants that. No. No.
This game still just reminds me of the Incredible Universe. It's the first place I ever saw it.
It's a beautiful memory.
Yeah.
And a beautiful time period and a beautiful store.
A great, beautiful store with great, beautiful walls.
Great McDonald's. One of the best.
And don't we love it?
No,
and
I mean,
look what they did. Look what they did. They turned it into a Target. A loser store for losers.
It's true. That was the first Target we knew of. The one that replaced the Incredible Universe. We really hated it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time I ever went into Target, and my first impression was, ew, it's ugly, it's white, it's boring.
Yeah, and it replaced fun and color.
Yeah, because why? I feel like to get us out sooner.
Right, get out of there sooner.
Yeah, and now stores don't care. Stores don't care so much that they don't even have stores. Stores just became website.
Right, getting you out of there. They don't even let you in.
Yeah, there's no in. It's like I feel like you know, one of the last stores I had fun going to was probably like Guitar Center, and there's no point in buying anything there.
No. You go in there and you go.
You show off a little.
Yeah, or you like, you get on the drum set and just. I can't. And that's it. And then you leave.
Yeah, you're gone.
And then you buy $3 worth of strings and you leave.
Then you come back 10 years later to do it all again.
You're like, it's gone.
Then it's gone.
It's still open. There's a few that are still open, although the last one.
This is over and over the same thing. I'm dying.
Yeah, this is hard at the beginning of the game. I can see why Oscar didn't survive very long.
No, he wanted me to beat this for him.
Yeah. Oh
Look,
my
I'm
god.
completely fucked because I can't dodge that stupid attack, and he'll never do anything else.
It's the beginning of the game. Why is it this hard?
All right.
Nice.
I'm good.
He's okay, folks.
I'm over the hump.
Oh no, look out, he's raising his valor.
Yeah, now that means he's extending the fight by another 100%.
You got a freebie.
Yeah, that's helpful when you get a freebie.
That was a freebie.
But yeah, big news. Kendrick just dropped another album.
I know, not like the first in like 7 years.
Well, I mean, I kind of count his diss tracks as an album. There was like 7 of them.
You're right. He's been busy.
Yeah.
He's been busy if you count the diss tracks. I haven't listened to it yet, but when it came out, I was really excited for you because you haven't been living with Kendrick music this whole time. You got into him like pretty recently.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that you've experienced a new album while being a fan. So,
you know, this might be the first time I felt this about any musician. Like, experiencing their new music and liking it.
wow.
Like,
Really?
I don't know if there's other musicians I can say that about. Usually it's like I discover them after the fact.
Too late, and then they don't make good music anymore.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, there's a lot of people, not just in music, but everywhere, where I kind of can expect them to never make anything good again because they've already done that. They're old now.
They're old now. Well, I mean, for a musician, Kendrick is pretty old now too.
Right. He's like my age.
But he's the real deal. He's still making good music.
Yes, he is real. And I feel like that might have been a big part of the beef he had with Drake, where he was kind of accusing Drake of being AI. He was saying he was using AI to write his rap, his like battle raps.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like I loved his disses, and like, you know, as someone completely outside of it, I got to be like I got to judge without any like preconceived notions.
Yeah.
So like I was like, you know, this is okay, this first track making fun of Drake. And then I listened to Drake, so I was like, this is okay, this response. And then I listened to Kendrick's response to that, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, he absolutely is Daffy Duck in that cartoon where he boxes Elmer Fudd, just going,
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out, but I imagine Kendrick's not tall, right? Like, I think he's a little guy.
He's got a little chip on his shoulder
Yeah,
about being a little guy.
Yeah, he's got a little chip on his shoulder. I think Drake is taller than him, right? What do we think?
Well, let's not know. I
let's
believe
not know.
so.
I heard everybody's out to hate Drake this week, so I've been hearing all kinds of funny things about him.
Oh my God.
And one of the things I heard is that when he was on Degrassi and he was a character who was like injured in a car accident and had to use a wheelchair after that, he was apparently very upset that his character was in a wheelchair now, and like he was making demands of the show in like these formal letters that exist where he was like demanding that his character get better and walk again.
Wow. Drake is suing like Spotify now. Because and you know, if there was any doubt about who won the battle, he's suing Spotify because he's accusing them of artificially inflating Kendrick's views.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
That seems very unlikely.
I mean, you just listen to it and you can tell it's all real.
Yeah. Well, because, like, everybody loves it. I mean, I know that, like, you know, you spend time in your own little internet sphere, and it would be easy to, like, think that something is more popular than it is.
Yeah.
But, come on.
Well, it has, so his track, Not Like Us, has almost 200 million views on YouTube.
Okay.
And I assume it's probably like another 200 million on Spotify and everything.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you even realize how many views that is.
200
In
million,
fact,
yeah.
I have a fun game for you called Guess the Views, where I've written down a bunch of YouTube videos, and I want you to tell me how many views you think they have.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Where is it? All right. All right, first off, Badger. Maybe not as many views as it would have had if it was released in the YouTube era, but still a lot of views.
Okay.
You know that one, right?
No.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, no, I know the drawing of the badger,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know, like 2.5 million.
33 million.
Okay.
All right, Charlie Bit My Finger. You know that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 500 million.
1 billion.
Okay, I was at least halfway there.
Yeah. Chocolate Rain.
I would also say 500 million for that one.
139 million.
What?
I know. It's like
That's like nothing.
It's like nothing compared to Hotline Bling by Drake.
Hotline Bling by Drake. 300 million.
2 billion.
What?
It's a fucking meme. All right, Ed, here's the big one, Gangnam Style.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's more than Drake.
Okay. 5 billion?
Yep.
5 billion for Oppa Gangnam Style.
Yep.
Oh man. That was a fun game.
Yeah.
He's a fucking meme.
I like that people don't really understand how many views stuff has. And my videos, like Dog of Wisdom, has like, what do you think?
Dog of Wisdom is like 25 million?
85 million.
Okay.
Or it's more than that.
Oh, right. I was looking at Dog of Wisdom 2 or 3.
Yeah, Dog of Wisdom 2 has 11 million.
Okay.
Let me get out of here. I think I got everything I needed.
Right. Well, there's some factors. There's like popularity in its time and then the number of years it's been around, right?
Yeah. Like I was just talking about this, like saying that like I think if YouTube was still around in 100 years, maybe Gangnam Style would have 1 trillion views. A trillion views is a lot.
Is Gangnam Style the most viewed video on YouTube then?
I think it is still. It definitely was back in the day. And you know, it's hard to unseat something like that.
What about like Call Me Maybe?
Well, you know, I didn't look that one up.
Oh, okay.
But we can ask the chat to help us out.
Yes. Yeah, what
do you think?
What do I think Call Me Maybe has? I don't know because the song was a huge hit, but I'm not sure if the video was.
Yeah. Good yeah. Good point. But yeah, like you look at something like Chocolate Rain, and what was your guess? Like 500 million?
500 million.
That would have probably been my guess too. It feels like it should be more.
And was the only version of that video ever the YouTube video? Or was it something else?
I guess the YouTube video is like the biggest one.
It's the surviving version of it, but I think there were other versions of Chocolate Rain.
You mean there was like the cherry one he did for Coca-Cola?
No, I just mean there was playstream.tv or something, you know, like not .tv, like you know, just other entertainment sites like Albino Black Sheep or something where
stuff where like you can't even keep track of the views anymore. I mean, yeah, but YouTube is still a good representation of how popular something is, especially compared to something else, and especially if they were both uploaded on YouTube originally.
Right. Charlie Bit My Finger was a YouTube original.
That's what I believe, yeah. Oh!
What about Baby Shark?
That's gotta have like 1 billion views.
Yeah, seems likely. But yeah, no, I see what you mean. Like the metrics are so far off from what you might imagine. And it does give you an idea of like actual numbers versus the numbers in your world, which don't mean anything to anyone except you.
Well, yeah, like 10,000 views is not even a lot, but 10,000 people is.
Yeah.
It's like if 10,000 people gave me $1, I wouldn't have to go to work.
Yeah, that's what people have been saying as content creators for years, right? If everyone who watched my video gave me this, well, that's never happened.
Well, so. I mean, you know, that's just Patreon.
Yeah, I guess so. Everyone on there gives you something.
Yeah. You're asking a percentage of your audience to support you.
Okay, according to Blazedoll, Baby Shark has 15 billion views.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
That's so many, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a lot more than Gangnam Style.
Right, because Gangnam Style is still like not for little kids.
Yeah, and it doesn't autoplay for little kids.
Exactly, which like there's no telling what percentage of YouTube views can be attributed to children whose parents are letting them hold an iPad at the restaurant.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to spy on them, although they do anyway.
Yeah, of course. Toddlers demanded on repeat. It's true. You really can't.
Yeah.
You really can't not do what a toddler asks of you. It's really not possible to resist a toddler telling an adult what to do. Like, what can you do? It's a toddler. You are 100% in control of their lives. You watched Let It Go. Oh, a sick. All right. Well, look, I agree with you there. If a child is sick, there's nothing you can do because you're desperately trying to keep them in bed. You have to let them watch thing.
Yeah. Angelica, I'm not bringing the TV upstairs.
Oh my God. Angelica she'd probably pick on the babies less if she had an iPad, actually. Like, Angelica, it would actually be an ethical choice to give Angelica an iPad.
I think not. I think she would use it to troll them.
She would make their lives miserable. She would use the technology to hurt them.
I'm President Angelica, and that means you gotta do what I say. Yeah, she taught them about the judicial system, so she could probably teach them about, like, the government.
Right, because she watched it on a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Except the information is, like, all wrong.
Yes.
Because it's a fucking YouTube video.
It's all AI generated, and the voice is also AI generated. It's like Morgan Freeman telling you about the branches of government.
Except Morgan Freeman never made this video.
No. You don't want him to, anyway.
No. So, what's everyone doing for Thanksgiving? Who's staying home and hanging out with friends?
And by friends, you mean dogs.
We're making the drive tomorrow. The drive from anywhere else to Long Island. Bad. The Belt fucking Parkway.
Ugh.
The longest road in America.
Oh my god. I just realized I'm going to lose this fight.
Oh no!
Absolutely fucked.
Oh my god, you are fucked.
Did I
you
save?
I don't know.
Good question. I don't think I did.
Well, I guess we're fucked. All right, well, this music is recent.
Well, I saved, yeah.
Oh, okay, hooray.
I might need to do a little grinding.
No! Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Do a little grinding. Yeah, I think I remember having to grind to get what's his name? Gator guy?
Croco.
Croco, cute name.
Yeah, thank you, Ted Woolsey, for all the little funny little things like funga.
He translated this game too.
Yeah.
Thingus hero.
Ted Woolsey.
The
Yeah.
reason we like Squaresoft games, right? The reason we don't consider Squaresoft the Squaresoft catalog of the 90s unrecognizable, like hidden Japanese gems that more Americans should know about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it always takes a American to figure out ways to try and introduce them to other Americans.
Yes.
Like with the Final Fantasy series, they were having trouble getting people to play them over here. So after Mystic Quest, people were hooked. They made a game that was for beginners.
Yes. But like these games are localized in a way that really brings the Japanese whimsy to an American audience in a way that we can understand and appreciate.
Oh yeah, like they even did that a little in the Mother 3 translation. They had a character whose name was like Yakuba, and I don't know what it means, but like they changed it so his name was Facade, like Fassad, and it's like he's like a phony.
Yeah.
Facade.
Facade.
They gave it, they did a little pun.
Yeah, I mean that's localization, right? Like you're not just translating it, you're making it culturally clever.
Although the references to the Beatles were all there in the original Earthbound.
Right. That's cute.
Yeah, because you know you get into a yellow submarine at one point. It's
cute.
Like, you know, they didn't just make it yellow for Americans.
Right. I love that you level up when you do Starman. Like I wish every RPG had that. You're bummed that you can't drink because you're driving. Yeah, we're driving all day too. I'm not putting any substances in my body. It's okay. It's okay. The thing is, like, I'm really trying to limit my drugs and alcohol intake, and with that in mind, I'm not going to waste it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'll go home and have fun.
Well, can we buy fun while we're there?
Well, I was thinking about that, except it's going to be Thanksgiving, so who can we buy it from?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of weed.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, I'm feeling withdrawal because I ran out the other day, and it's like, you know, it's not like serious symptoms. It's just like grumbly.
I know. It's I mean, you know, it's good to take a tolerance break though.
Yeah.
But when you get back to it, it'll be really fun again.
Yeah, it's not fun now. I just do it to feel normal.
Yeah.
To feel not mad.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No, I hate it.
There is nothing quite like getting high for the first moment you get high. Oh my God, I'm just describing a drug addiction. Like you people don't know. Like all us freaks don't know. Like when you just haven't smoked weed in a while and you first get high and it's just like that beautiful feeling of like, you know, creative flourishing and empathy and looking at things from a different angle that you haven't seen before. And then you like hit it again and it's already not as good as that.
Yeah.
And then you're chasing that dragon for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So I figured out MagFest, what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rented an Airbnb.
Nice.
So we're gonna go.
Cool.
We're gonna go. And I was gonna sell those tickets if I couldn't find a place to stay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be fun. Should be fun. Can we do a Thingus event at MagFest?
Maybe. I mean, we could if we could get a panel somehow.
Can we get a panel? I'm going to look into this. See if I know anybody. The first time you got high, you had a schizophrenic meltdown.
The first time I got high, I had Umberto's pizza.
Was I there?
I mean, how else was I gonna get high?
Let's get the kid high. These are the days, Joe. Oh, how nice. So wait. You got high with me.
Yeah.
Were we home or were we at Umberto's?
Yeah, we were home.
We were home and we brought in Umberto's?
Yes, we already had the pizza.
And we got high beforehand. I think I remember.
Yeah.
It was in our old house where we grew up. And we like got high in my room and then went downstairs and ate pizza.
No, we got high outside. We were next to the pool, and the neighbor like saw us.
I remember. A Thingus.
A Thingus.
The first time Joe got high.
Yep.
I was probably home from college. I was cool now.
Yeah, you were cool.
It was just time to get high and eat pizza.
And like, I was just like experiencing all the little things about being high for the first time. I was like really dry and wanted some water, and you gave me some water, and I was like, whoa, this is big water.
Oh, yes, I remember now. The first time. Oh, this is a fun topic. Timbalisto says the first time they got high was from brownies they made themselves.
Oh, man.
Brought them to school to share them with friends, but no one had any, so you ate them all. I guess they were pretty good. First time I got high, I was 18. I was at San Diego Comic-Con with my friends from college who, like, we all went together. And we were hanging out in a hotel room with a bunch of California stoners. So, like, I hit a bong of California weed, and it was definitely the most intense high I've ever enjoyed.
Yeah, that's right. I definitely got really high after that, but there was no Umberto's Pizza, and I was like freaking out a little because I was like out of the house.
Yeah, not as fun as being in a safe environment with your pizza.
Yeah.
I remember I would alternate between sitting on one of the beds and drawing really, really intensely, like close up. Like me and my friend were both like sitting and like drawing in our sketchbooks very intensely. I was making like drawings of Yoshi and stuff.
Nice.
And then I would talk really, really loud and not realize I was talking loud. And some other stoner would be like, hey, you gotta talk a little quieter. And they told me that like 3 times. And
that's just me when I'm not high.
And it lasted so long that I was like still like a little high the next day. No, again! Do you think you can make it this time?
Nope.
Oh my god. No! So then I had an incredible time. It's like still a little high the next day. And I got on the phone with my boyfriend that afternoon, and I told him that I had gotten high and had fun, and he made the rest of my day so miserable.
Oh no.
He was so unhappy that I had gotten high with a hotel room full of boys. He was so unhappy. He made me so unhappy, and he basically like forbade me from getting high again for like the rest of our relationship. Like if I did it again, there would be too much trouble to bear. Not that he would have broken up with me. If I'd known that he would break up with me if I got high, I would have done it again. But towards the end of the relationship, I was just getting high anyway.
Yeah.
Which I kind of, at this point see as like, I was cheating,
Yeah.
I was cheating on him, lying.
Right. Well, now you have a pact, right? Where you won't do it if you say you're not going to do it.
Oh yeah. That's how it has to be. So actually, I'm back to where I was, but with somebody who's actually worth it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also doesn't just like get mad at you for getting high.
No, it's true. This is a form of mutual control that we do out of responsibility to each other.
Yeah.
And responsibility to like the house that we keep, Like
Yeah.
there are certain things, you know, even if we weren't trying to like limit our daily use, we would still be doing this so that we're not like high when we're supposed to be like keeping our house and taking and raising our child.
Yeah.
It is important to place those restrictions on yourself for extremely good and on each other for like extremely good reasons, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it now. But yeah, felt a lot. It hit different with my boyfriend from college.
Yeah.
Is this something that's going to happen in PT2? I'll never tell, except when you play the game and you see the version of this. Well, no, I mean, if you've played the demo, I guess if you don't want to hear about the demo, you can mute me. If you don't care about my game, you can mute me.
How do I mute you?
If you played the demo, you've seen that there is kind of like a boyfriend character who isn't happy about her having fun all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's also like he seems like he could be being kind of reasonable about it, and because of that, you sort of beat yourself up about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, a lot of the time, I feel like at that age in your life, people will tell you things that like, may actually be true, but they're just not the person who should be telling it to you. And ultimately, they will not be the person who will be telling it to you.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I never equipped my characters. That's why this is so hard.
Oh. They have no weapons or armor.
Well, they have no armor.
I guess it's important for the game to punish you this early if you haven't equipped your armor. You seem like you're doing pretty good this time.
Well, I just grinded, so I leveled up. But look, I'm still fucked.
Dead.
And I have no pick-me-ups, so alright, I'll just I'll just go back.
Do you have armor?
No, I have to buy it.
No.
Just get me.
Just die. One of your friends quoted you as saying, while high, my head feels like a bowl of water, and if I tilt it too far, it'll all flow out. See, that makes perfect sense. Sometimes when you're high, you say things that make perfect sense later, too.
I mean, it's true, though. It is a bowl of water.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that I've ever said while I was high. It was a very, very cherished memory between me and one of my friends. I was high on shrooms at a lake, and me and my friend were in the lake together, and I said that we were uncontainable women and that we needed a lake to contain us.
That is a really high thing. It's like, it sounds perfectly cromulent while you're saying it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was so sure that that was true. And now I'm like, that's true.
We are uncontainable. We need a lake to contain us.
Right? I mean, I would love to get the kid Joe high on shrooms too, because I feel like you would also enjoy that experience.
Well, it's not too late to get me high on shrooms.
Let's do it at Mom's house after dinner. I think like shrooms are great because of basically what we do all day. You can do all day while you're high, which is find seemingly unconnected bits of information and find the connection between them.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is like, as a video game developer, I feel like I do that all day long.
Yeah.
And that it's like this, it's actually like a sickness that I have, but it's also like my special gift that I have.
Yeah.
And yeah, when you're on shrooms, it's like basically all you do. And that's why like nobody gets high on shrooms every day.
Yeah.
Because it's like your brain is hot. Like your brain runs hot. And
gosh, it's hot.
yeah, you're gonna melt like the abominable snowman from the Looney Tunes cartoon. Just like thinking about all of the ways in which everything makes sense.
Yeah.
It's great. And another component of shrooms that I think is great that also feels permanent is you'll think about things and you'll be like, what am I mad about? What am I mad about that? And then you wake up the next day and you're not mad about it anymore.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's cool. I mean, I haven't had a psychedelic experience. I feel like they say weed is like a balance of all the different effects of drugs. So like maybe I know it a little bit from weed.
Yeah, there's some overlap for sure. Like weed can sometimes feel a little like a psychedelic experience in that way where you'll be thinking about the way something makes sense and then
Yeah.
you'll kind of be like knocked out of that briefly, but then like you'll kind of sink back into it again.
Yeah.
It definitely feels that way a lot. But it's much more hardworking. Like your brain is much more hardworking on mushrooms in my experience. And it's kind of like a therapy session. It's like it's kind of like work. But
Yeah.
but it's a wonderful experience, especially when you're doing it with other people. It's fun.
I probably should have brought more than one pick-me-up. Oh wait, I have two. All right.
You got this. I love that little record scratch. Who did the music for this?
Oh, right. That was Yoko Shimomura.
What else did they do?
She also did the music for the Mario and Luigi, the first game, or maybe actually the whole series except like the most recent one.
Okay. Cool.
She did the music for Street Fighter 2. So like that's probably her like most heard of all the music she's done, right?
I mean, yeah. The Street Fighter's pretty legendary, but I feel like everybody loves this, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody loves this soundtrack, I assume.
And there's it's almost entirely original music, right? Like there's a little bit of Mario, but
Yeah.
it's like original music that sounds so much like Mario music.
Uh-huh.
But it also sounds like RPG music.
Yeah, it's like what I was saying about the art style, that they found a really good balance between the like making a Squaresoft game and making a Nintendo game. And you know, like the characters they added, like Mallow and Gino, also kind of look like Mario's. Yeah, this is so much easier with the shirt on.
Oh yeah. He's wearing a shirt now.
Yeah, Mario's just wearing a shirt now.
Oh no, not a weird mushroom.
That's fine. It means he's almost toast.
Oh yeah. Wait, what do I look like, a waiter?
Yeah, lots of great Ted Woolsey lines for Kefka. Son of a submariner.
Yeah, I played through the first like 2 hours of Final Fantasy III with Oscar in the past week, and he laughed so much when the castle sunk into when Figaro Castle sunk into the sand and Kefka was left alone on the surface.
Yeah, that is funny. It's like the sprite you almost never see of him lying down.
Yes.
And he's like upside down.
Yes. And then he also loved when Kefka is like, I've got sand on my shoes. I did kind of a jokery voice for him, and the two soldiers like immediately wipe the sand off of his shoes, and it's so great because like there's no animation. It's just like the sprites kind of rubbing against Kefka really quickly while he kneels, but it is like such a great character moment. Like I vaguely recall that was added later, like that bit of the story was added later where like Kefka was not quite reading as like the character that he came to be. And I forget who the director is. I forget the name of the director, but
we forgot the guy. Now he's just some guy.
But yeah, he added that great scene where like it's pretty much established what Kefka is all about. Like you know when he's mad about the sand on his shoes while he walks through the fucking desert that he's ultimately going to take over everything and become the god that you have to kill.
God, I didn't save.
No.
Oh wait, actually I might have a chance to leave. Get me out of here.
Very good.
We want to have the guy, but not be 35. They got the guy. They got the fucking guy. And let me tell you, Mara, I don't think I've ever given a shit about the Super Bowl halftime in my life. But now Kendrick is going to be in the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, you're excited.
I care now.
They made Joe care.
They got me. They got
You're the guy that they got.
Oh yeah, I mean, they don't care that much about the celebrities. They care about the guy watching the Super Bowl.
Yes.
That's who they really want to get by getting the guy.
That's true. Well, I was saying to you before the show that in 2015 I went to a concert in Toronto. It was Kanye West. Kendrick Lamar opened, and he performed for over an hour. It was tremendous. And then Kanye performed. He spent an hour in a mask. He wore a mask, which like, you know, in hindsight, look, I loved the show, but
yeah.
In hindsight, the mask caused me a lot of anxiety. Like, you know, Mike was in Toronto, so it was 2014. Mike lived in Toronto, so I was gonna go up to Toronto anyway, but I flew up to Toronto to see this show, basically. and Kanye wears a fucking mask for at least 40 minutes of the show. Can't see his face. Anyway, eventually he takes it off, and then he performs with Drake. Drake comes on out, and you know, the crowd went wild. So like your response to that was, this is a show of 3 goats.
Yup.
2 goats.
Yeah. 3 little goat, 1 little goat, 1 little goat. First was the goat that killed the goat who killed the goat who killed the goat who killed the goat. And now there's only 1 left, 1 little goat. And we theorize that he may actually be little.
Yes, we think Kendrick is little without knowing. We're pretty sure he's small.
Well, you know, he's got something to prove. He has to do this. That's why he's good.
Yeah. Well, what he said was, you know, he always talks about Compton. He always talks about coming from Compton, and then, you know, at this show, I remember him saying something where he was basically saying, like, you know, there's all these people in Compton, and then there's little old me on this stage. He called himself little. Yeah.
And old.
And old. But yeah, he is. That's okay. Still making good music. Still finding things to talk about.
Yeah, and it's great. Like I'm glad that you already guessed that I was like experiencing euphoria listening to Kendrick for the first time, and also hearing his new album for the first time and feeling like I'm experiencing history. Like I'm actually an active participant, being able to hear it while it's new.
Yeah. Well, that is also how it felt to listen to Kanye West for a few years. I forgot to set the... Guys,
Morgan Freeman AI voice. Don't worry, Meredith. We've taken the liberty of dimming your lights for you. You can thank us later.
Okay, I don't know if Timbalisto is being real here, but he says Kendrick is 5'5".
I believe it.
I love him for that. Same height as Kevin Hart. Well, yeah, I mean, Kevin Hart is the most sawed-off looking guy. Like he looks like he looks like Hank Hill's dad. Like they cut him off at the knees and put his feet back on.
Isn't Danny DeVito like 5'4"?
That's my height. I would be eye to eye with him. I love that. I love that for both of us. Gabby thinks Kendrick is 5'6". I think the jury's out on this one. But 5'6" is still a little guy.
That's a little guy, yeah.
He's little. That's so great. I mean, yes. He's Daffy Duck. He's little Chuck Jones
little
Daffy
black
Duck. He's just going,
Well, yeah, because it felt like Chuck Jones really understood the just volcanic activity bubbling beneath this character's exterior.
Yeah, where he's
that's Kendrick, totally.
Yeah, he's like, you think you're a sportsman?
Daffy Duck came back to life just to be pissed off about that.
He got shot.
Yeah, Elmer shoots him out of the sky, and then he's like, I'm sorry I had to do that, Mr. Duck, but I'm a great sportsman. And Daffy just wakes up as if he came back to life.
He's so mad he has to come back to life.
And he's like, sportsman. Sportsman.
He's so furious.
And Kendrick does that exact in his songs.
He's mad.
He's really mad.
Yeah.
He's not just mad at Drake. He's mad at the entire industry. Thinks they're shallow, fucking loser pedophiles.
Yeah.
And he wants to kill them.
I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, his diss tracks were really explosive. I feel like his new album is maybe a teeny bit less than that. But it's still great music, you know. You told me to listen to Good Kid, Mad City. That one kicks ass.
Yeah, but he's exploring a lot of the time. He's exploring his own life. He's not just like directing his fury at others. Like he's looking inward.
Right. It's not just about Drake, which I realized. It's gonna be weird if he sings one of his new songs at the Super Bowl. Like, is he gonna talk about Drake at the Super Bowl?
Are all of his new songs about Drake?
No, but the good ones are.
I see. Oh, I can't wait. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. I don't care what he sings at the Super Bowl, but yeah, you're right. If he sings a song making fun of Drake, then they may as well just bury him right there on the stadium. Just stick him in a hole.
So I wanted to say something about Odell Down Under. It's like when I listen to Drake's music, I hear not Drake. When I listen to Kendrick, I hear Odell Down Under.
Yeah.
Here, I have this open. Let me just play a second of it. Tell me if this isn't Odell Down Under. You know what I mean, right? That brass.
Yeah. It's that CD-ROM ass trumpet sound.
Yeah. The exact same one is also in Paper Mario.
Amazing. Yeah, he's like using the sound font of like that era of game.
That is the rock that he killed Goliath with.
Oh, fuck, man. That's so great. Does he talk about Diddy too?
He told Drake that you're gonna make me bring back Puff.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't talk too much about Diddy, but I feel like that's implied. Like, he says that there's like weird shit going on and like, you know, the weirdos in charge of it. And it's like, you know, Cat Williams has been talking about some vague shit that, you know, some gross Hollywood activity that we don't know about yet. And it's like, in the interview, he's just like, just wait and you'll see. And then it's like Diddy.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
So he brings up Cat Williams more than he brings up Diddy.
Gotcha. The Cat Williams has just like been in the corner of a lot of rooms in his life. I
guess.
Yeah, or in the middle of the room. We don't know. We don't know.
Well, you know, someone thought he was cool, and you know, maybe he had to take one for the team.
Right.
Well, Kendrick also was probably at one of Diddy's freak offs because he was talking about how he still has PTSD.
Oh my God. No, he probably was. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. You get flattered into going to big fucking parties when you're famous.
Holy crap. I can't believe I'm at one of Diddy's freaking freak offs. So sweet. It's like, hey, what are they doing? Like Peter just panics and freaks out.
Timbalisto says Cat Williams is also 5'5".
Looking out for each other.
The little guy.
Little guys gotta look out for each other. Well, yeah, I'm sure anyone who's beefed with Kendrick has brought that up. I think I actually even heard Drake say that he was short.
He's short, yeah.
It's like, you know, if you're a pedophile and I'm short, it's like...
Yeah, no. Try again.
I would... You know, I don't know if you've listened to any of it, but
no.
I would recommend listening to the entire thing. All of Kendrick's and all of Drake's and like one of J. Cole and the first one, which was Future.
Maybe if Oscar falls asleep on the drive tomorrow. Yeah, no, one night I'll put it all on. It's like, at this point, it's like asking me to read a book. It's like a multi-hour investment.
It is a lot, although I feel like it's kind of worth it.
I
listen to it over and over.
I agree. Like, I know it's worth it, and I would like to listen to all of it. I'm glad that you're having so much fun listening.
It's great. It's like I'm alive when Elvis mattered or something. It's like... How oh fuck, I'm fucked. How often is it where the immense popularity overlaps with your personal like of something?
Like once in a generation.
It's not all the time.
No. Yeah. Yeah, you've probably got one or two of those in your lifetime.
Yeah.
That really hit.
Yeah.
And isn't that special when it happens?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, you listen to Drake and he's like, he does, I don't know if maybe it's just because he put that idea in my head, but he does sound kind of like ChatGPT rapping. That it's like not terrible, but just incredibly mid. Like the rap that you would find if you got the great value brand rap.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you know, this happens to a lot of artists who aren't pedophiles, but like, you know, you just like, you're good, and then you kind of like continue to do the same thing, and you don't necessarily get worse, but you don't get better. And like, to be a good artist for a lifetime, you actually do need to like be different every era.
Yeah.
And Kendrick is different every era.
Right.
So he hasn't
He even
died on the
talks
vine.
about that.
Yeah. Oh, does he talk about how Drake hasn't evolved?
Well, he just talking about how he's evolved.
Yeah. No, if you just stay the same, if you try to repeat the same thing, you're being disingenuous because that's not you anymore.
No, I mean, like Martin Scorsese said, you have to do things because you have to.
Yes. Yes, not because it's your job. It's pretty sad, honestly.
And all of the things he criticizes Drake for are also the reasons he's bad. Like, he's a shallow, materialistic, grooms teenage girls. Like, those things don't make you suck, but they're definitely a symptom of it.
Yeah, they're a symptom of how much you suck.
Yeah.
That there's like a photo of you like jerking off on a private jet in a mirror.
Yuck.
Well, I definitely like it is nice. It is nice in this moment that somebody who is a true artist and who has enough of a platform to like destroy a contemporary who is like, one of the biggest pop stars alive.
Yeah.
And who makes comparatively mediocre work.
Right. And nobody was going to touch that. Nobody was going to say it.
Yeah.
That this guy has to go. He's a problem.
Before he becomes Diddy. Nobody said anything about Diddy and has just allowed this shit to happen for
Diddy
decades.
is the exact same shit. He sucks.
Yeah.
He's boring and bad. And he's not he says in one of the disses that Drake he's not a rap artist. He's a scam artist. And like, I see it. Even though I probably wouldn't have come to the conclusion myself, I totally see it. He's dressed like a rapper.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of like,
he's an actor.
Yeah, he's kind of a joke, Yeah, you're right. He's an actor. I love it.
He was like, don't say the N-word to Drake. He's like, I don't know, it's just cringe.
Oh man, I gotta listen to this shit.
Yeah.
I kind of want to turn the stream off and listen to it now.
It's good. I mean, I'd gladly listen to it.
Cool.
Yeah, what else did I write down that I wanted to say about this? That just like, it's important. He's important.
Yeah.
He even says he's important.
I mean, he is. Well, look, every rapper at some point has their I'm important arc. But I feel like he is uniquely positioned to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, though, that like...
Whoops.
Well, all right. I mean, look, the thing is that like 10 years ago, I did have this fascination with Kanye West that felt like this.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, although I still think he was making great music, I don't know that he ever knew what the fuck he was talking about. He was always kind of a dumbass who didn't actually believe in anything. And I think perhaps what separates Kendrick Lamar is that he really does think deeply about all of what he is saying.
Right, he's intelligent. Kanye's stupid.
Yeah, he's just sort of like an instinctively talented person.
Yeah.
Without any intelligence to back it up.
He does make good music.
Yeah.
Somehow. I mean, he's got something going on.
Yeah. No, he does.
There's absolutely a volcanic activity bubbling under that man's surface.
Yes. And I would like to think that someday he'll make something
that
doesn't suck again.
Yeah. Does he suck now?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's not totally terrible, but like I'm kind of bored and I have a distaste for it right now. Maybe I'll go back and listen to Vultures 1 and 2 in like 10 years and be like, he was at his best, he was at his worst. Maybe. But I don't know. I feel like the moment does not call for him.
Well, you know, it's kind of like with Ice Cube, like when he was going off on like the anti-Semitic shit, it was kind of after his career was over, right?
Yeah, no. He wasn't.
I don't know what he's talking about, but also a very talented guy.
Yeah. Right. When they start on the anti-Semitic stuff, maybe that means that they're out of good ideas.
I guess it's like the Jews are always used as an excuse for every problem. So
Yeah.
it's like, not my fault you suck.
Right. It's just like you got to a point where you your curiosity for the world has diminished and your crabbiness has cranked up way high, and people have noticed that about you, and you on some level have noticed it about yourself. And that's when you start to get pretty mad about the Jews. It doesn't mean you're not good anymore, but it definitely means that change is happening, right?
I'm going DEFCON 5 on the Jews. DEFCON.
DEFCON 5. You fucking moron. Like, no one has said no to you in like 15 years.
Yeah.
Who's the last person who said no to you? All the women you hate. No, I'll tell you who said no. The bankers said no.
Yeah, they canceled his bank.
Yeah, that's why he's mad. Just relitigating forever, like Kanye's like mental breakdown.
Well, you know, it's pretty common for people on, you know, famous people on Twitter to have a mental breakdown for a whole decade in a row. Didn't Azalea Banks do something?
Kind of the default. Oh, I mean, she's just always been a nightmare. I mean, but aren't they all? It kind of is the norm, right? To like have a 10-year-long mental breakdown on social media.
All right, we're finally up to the part where we would have been if we had the save file.
Okay.
Now we can talk about how things are good on purpose.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to just be like another rapper who loves money, power, and fame. Mm-hmm. Or you could be good on purpose like Kendrick and want the respect, which he says is better than money, power, and fame.
That's right. That's absolutely right. I mean, I feel that way. I want the respect.
Yeah. I mean, you know, money comes and goes, but like, what's better? Rapping and then getting money, or rapping to survive? You know who had to rap to survive? Me!
That's right. You danced for your dinner.
I did, like a dog. And I made raps about dogs, and they were great.
And they were good. They were good on purpose. They weren't shit. Good on purpose. Good on purpose.
Good on purpose. Good on purpose. I had to make money really fast, so I really quickly learned to rap. Good on purpose. This is like
Dianu, this song.
It is sort of about thanking God.
Yeah, let's be thankful.
Yeah, thank you, Yoko Shimomura.
For
this
real.
song is really good.
The song is about things being good on purpose. The song is about, like, you would have eaten this video game slop anyway.
You would have. They could make the worst Mario RPG and you'd play it, but or
Good
they
on
could make it
purpose.
purpose.
Die, Anu. It was really good.
Good on purpose. Good on purpose. Good on purpose. Good on purpose. This game was good, but they didn't have to make it good because they could have made it bad. Good on purpose.
It was really good. Good on purpose. They knew that they should. Good on purpose. They tried really hard. It could have been a piece of shit.
Good on purpose. Good. My mic's working, right?
I think so. Is Joe's mic working, everyone?
It's getting faster. Oh God, we're gonna die. Good on purpose.
We're going
Lived
to
a good
die.
life.
And now we will die. That little fish. Yeah, Joe. Yes, fine. Everyone says it's good on purpose. We're still alive. Good on purpose. It's time to have fun. Good on purpose. This game is so fun. Good on purpose. It didn't have to be. It could have been some shit.
Could have been mid. Really, really weak. This song is about good on purpose. And it's weird even saying it because isn't everything trying to be good?
No.
No, not really.
You'd think so.
You'd think they're trying to be good.
No, because in order to make something good on purpose, you need to know what bad looks like.
Yeah,
And-
it's true. You have to be hypercritical of yourself.
And basically everything. You basically, like, you know how, like, people with perfect pitch get upset when they hear the wrong note? You have to have that for aesthetics in general. You have to look all around you and see shit. And I
Yeah.
mean, that's Kendrick Lamar's life, right? That's the artist's life.
Oh yeah, he's like, it's not enough,
That's
but
Martin,
it's not enough.
it's Martin Scorsese's life. He has to. No one's
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, no, of course. No one else is doing it. It's like, you think that, like, what's his name? J. Cole was gonna make fun of Drake?
No.
No, he was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And he actually was less embarrassing than Drake because he knew when to shut up.
He deleted later, right?
He deleted a song called Might Delete Later.
Yes.
He deleted later.
Yeah, he deleted later. Great. That's the hero we need.
Delete it later because it wasn't good.
I mean, look. He's saving us the trouble of doing that over the course of the next 100 years.
Yeah.
Delete him later. Kendrick? Probably not.
No. Kendrick is going to space.
Going to space.
Going to space.
Along with this game.
Because he's good
Good
on
on
purpose, the greatest of all time. He's not like Drake who fucking died. Yeah, like, Drake is powerful enough to make people on the outside believe that he won or like it was even or something. But if you listen to even a little bit of it, you can tell that he wasn't trying. He wasn't trying to make good on purpose.
No, he was stroking his cock on his private plane. Like, he's lying down, stroking his cock, and you can see, like, his head kind of peeking up toward the mirror. That's the amount of attention you're getting from him. as he puts those words together. Pathetic. Good
On purpose.
You'll never be good. Good on purpose. It plagues you, doesn't it? Good on purpose. It haunts you in your dreams. You'll never be any good. Just like, what's it like to not even know?
Well, yeah, like, okay, so here's something everyone does. Everyone does like a fake humility. But like the people who are really good are all like, I'm the greatest.
Yes, exactly.
The people who have this fake humility are just trying not to stand out in case somebody criticizes them too hard. It's like, you have to invite criticism.
Yeah.
You have to say you're the greatest and have nobody be able to refute it.
Yeah, or if they try, you destroy them.
Yeah.
With how right you are. Well, I saw this come up recently, and now I'm seeing it said more and more. But I saw Natasha Allegri saying it on Blue Sky the other day, that she's tired of people like trying to critique her work or whatever the fuck. She's like, don't you know I'm my favorite artist?
Yeah. Yeah, that is how you have to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, like, everyone really deep down is their favorite artist. You wouldn't be an artist otherwise. You being an artist is a critique on everyone else's, right?
Yeah, you're saying fuck all this art I'm seeing.
Everyone else sucks. Well, like, you made that quote tweet, and that was like, why do you make art? And I really wanted to be like, because everyone else's art sucks. But I don't mean everyone else's art is bad. I just mean that it's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I need to make what I was thinking.
Yes. And
don't get me wrong, I love when people make what I'm not thinking, because I can't make that.
Right. It's transcendent when somebody else makes something that you think is that you realize is great without you having made it.
Yeah, and that's refreshing. That's like, Kendrick is mad about this. He's like, there's a few left, but it's not enough. It's like, why do I have to do everything around here?
Right. He's just trying to raise his kids and stuff and have a life, but like every time he takes a break, there's nothing but shit art.
Yeah.
Like just Drake walking around with his shit rap.
He's gotta consume media too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta, no artist exists in a vacuum. They all look at art.
Yeah. But yeah, you just like look around and you're like, it's fucking amateur hour around here.
Yeah.
Everywhere I look is fucking amateur hour.
And it wouldn't piss me off so much if these guys didn't think they were the shit.
Right. They think they're good because I've heard people express frustration about this. I remember like years ago, one of the things, this is such a cute scene.
Yeah.
I remember a few years back when Tom Sharpling was still doing the best show on WFMU, and he was like this little guy who's just like looking out at the world and how much everyone else sucked. And something he would talk about is like, he'd look at podcasters and he'd be like, all right, so like all of them have just agreed that all of them are good, right? And they're keeping this up together.
Oh no.
I just like, there is part of me that goes back to that all the time where I'm just like not only, this isn't something that you're doing by accident. There is a tacit agreement among those of you who suck that you're all just going to keep elevating each other as not sucking for each other's benefit.
Yeah, like, who's that really benefit? The people who suck and are trying to steal your valor?
Well, they're just trying to, like, we're all in this together. We're all sucking in this pool together and sucking up all the air.
I thought I was good.
No, you're not good. But if you and your friends can all lie together, then everyone will think you're good.
Yeah. but like there, you know,
I
there's
love that star.
there's clearly the aspect of taste and preference, but also like when something is good, we're not asking each other if it's good.
No, it's just, no, exactly. I mean, you know, there are people who will like make shallow critiques of good things, but you can ignore them because it's clear that they either didn't read it or didn't watch it or whatever, or their critique sounds so childish compared to like, you know, they'll zero in on like one little aspect of it and you'll be like, well, who cares? It's much more than that.
Yeah.
You're stupid for caring about that one part of it. Which like it's not even a valid critique because like you can't take it as like this modular thing that you just like break up and like analyze each part in a vacuum. It's a work of art that is like the sum of its parts. You can't, your pathetic little critique of one thing about it means fucking nothing.
Yeah, like I think about that shit all the time, the way people are very averse to interpreting art in the way that the artist intended. And I guess that's fine. I like other people's interpretations sometimes. Yeah. But like then they all start agreeing on what the interpretation was, and that I don't like.
No, I mean, critics should never be able to get any traction. Like, you know, at least critics who are dismissive of, you know, complex works of art. I hate the idea that becomes a dominant.
Oh, I never got the cricket pie.
I hate the idea that becomes the dominant attitude about it.
Yeah.
You know, I never think you should take a critic's word for it. I think if you enjoy what a critic says, you should see the thing for yourself and then compare how you feel about it.
Yeah.
And that's the fun part of critics existing. Is that everybody gets to have their own thoughts about it.
Right.
And you get to share those thoughts. That's not meant to form a consensus.
No, it's not democracy, guys. It's fucking Fortnite. It's a free for fucking all.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't take that stuff seriously, and I think ultimately good art is too powerful for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to read a single thing anybody says about Kendrick Lamar. I am happy to hear people's enthusiasm about it, but like, you know, ultimately, I'm going to enjoy it myself.
It's good on purpose. Enjoy it yourself. Not something that you put on Facebook. It's something personal that you enjoy. It's not something that you just share with girls and boys. It's not something you talk about with the boys. This is the one.
He's the one. These are my boys.
This is the right interpretation.
Right. They're always with me, and they support what I say.
Yeah, they do. They support what you say, and if you say anything contradictory, they gang up on you, and they bop you, and then you're gone.
Playsell says, I find the best critics are the ones that realize they're not much more than entertainers that exist more for the audience than the person they're criticizing. Yeah, no, I think it was a mistake to let critics think they were any more than that. For critics to have any sort of notoriety. I mean, you know, the fact is that some critics are better than others. You know, like, I think some critics deserve to rise above and become the, you know, the cream of the critics. But yeah, even at that point, a critic should never feel, oh yeah, no, I really dislike, you're reading my mind by bringing up Lester Bangs, because I think Rolling Stone might have been like the moment where the critics thought they were hot shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, like fucking pathetic.
Well,
I've read some of those Lester Bangs essays, just like fucking like cum-stained writing.
Just, you mean like it's total wag?
Yeah, just like very, you know, to me, very juvenile. And
Juvenile, remember him?
I do. Dun 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 dun.
I've been singing about all. I've been thinking about him because one of Kendrick's songs sounds like a little bit like that.
Well, Drake samples that song.
Oh, really?
He does, yeah. And then he does like, girl, you look good, need to back that ass up, you're a fine motherfucker when you back. It's terrible. Yeah. Terrible. Fuck off.
No thanks.
Sucks. Like it makes the original sound like fine art.
Well, it's like how Futurama did that gag. Like, you can't just sit here listening to classical music. Right. It's like, that's almost how it feels listening to that now.
Yeah,
I listened to it today and it was like, man, this is a Thingus.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is a Thingus because I remember walking through the halls of my high school listening to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that song was everywhere. Sorry to interrupt with that. You were saying something was juvenile. Oh, right. We were talking about critics.
Oh, critics being full of themselves.
I wanted to add that Roger Ebert is not a gamer, doesn't play games or review them.
No.
But people took his take on video games seriously because he's a critic.
Yes. Yeah, and he'll never live that down. He's been dead for 10 years.
Yeah, he's been dead a while, and people are still probably bringing that up in conversations, right?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. I mean, yeah, like, what do you say now, Roger? Well, he's dead and the game sucks.
Yeah, why not make it good on purpose?
Yeah, why not? Just make the game. Like, you don't have to convince the dead guy that the game is good. Convince yourself.
Yes, you're not fully convinced yet. You that's why so many artists feel like they have to like make a game that already exists.
Why do you need Daddy to like it? Yeah, pathetic.
Well, well, because Dad was very particular about games. He only bought games with the Nintendo seal on them.
That's right, because he didn't want to waste his money on Nintendo, on bad Nintendo. That was a
big Dad problem back then.
Yes. Yes. No, nothing but Marios. I'll get you the main Mario title.
It's good on purpose. A game good for Dad. It's really fun, and
if it's bad, he'll be mad. Good on purpose with buttons to mash, cause he spent his cold hard cash.
It's good on purpose, not just some dumb shit. And now he's watching the smiles of his kids.
Oh yeah, I felt like proud when our dad would look at the thing we were enjoying and be like, this is good.
Yeah, like you know, there's that YouTuber, My Retro Life, who a lot of the content is just remembering stuff about Dad, like how Dad felt about this or that game.
I mean, I think it's good to acknowledge that that's what a lot of this is all about, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, the surplus labor or whatever produced by Dad was the whole reason they even were able to make these games.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. We've already done Thanks, Dad, but let's go again.
Let's thank him again. The games continue to be fun. He bought this game that we're playing.
This exact cartridge. We were gonna play the EverDrive, but fuck that.
No, we played the original thing that Dad bought with his money.
From the Incredible Universe.
From the Incredible Universe, bought by Dad.
Bought by Dad with his dad money. Dad. Well, this is why games aren't good now, because Dad's not buying them.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, and like...
Thanks for getting us this game.
It is hard to remember exactly what Dad felt about every game, but I our dad was, it sounds like his dad was similar in that our dad was pretty vocal about it if he didn't like something.
Yeah.
I remember we you know, I don't know why it was odd. We were way too old for Teletubbies, but I remember we were watching Teletubbies and dad was just making fun of it the whole time.
Oh yeah, I know. It was dog shit. I mean,
like just pretending to be a stupid kid who was enjoying it. And he was like, this is nice. This is so nice.
I mean, I don't actually think any kids enjoyed it. They just were too young to even know what was going on.
It's like with YouTube shit. They're not old enough to fight back.
No, yeah. They don't understand what it is for like some shit to be pushed on them. They don't know how to be mad at I am hungry.
Well, yeah, we just endured that. They
Yeah.
played that commercial 100,000 times, and maybe we went to McDonald's once or twice because of it. It's like, they don't even care.
No.
They have trillions of dollars. They'll treat us however they fucking want.
It's true. Are we at the point where we're gonna see Gino come to life?
Almost, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna call it a night after we see that, but
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. It's Mario.
Man, this night is already over.
I know, it blew right by. And you know, it was a little crowd tonight. I think everyone's at Thanksgiving now, right? Thanks everybody for watching tonight. It's been fun.
Well, what do we want to talk about for the... I have a couple ideas.
All right, toss one in. We got about 5 minutes.
Disney is making this fake Lilo and Stitch movie.
I didn't even hear about... Oh, wait. Did I? I don't know.
It's called Elio. Or Elio or something.
Wait, it's not called Lilo and Stitch?
Sorry, that was a botched joke. It's called Lilo and Stitch, but there's also a Pixar movie that looks like Lilo and Stitch again.
Oh, really?
It's like shots from Lilo and Stitch were in this trailer. I feel like I'm being very dad right now because I'm thinking about the money they want from us, not the movie they've prepared. It doesn't look like anything beyond the average Pixar movie, but like the fact that it looks like Lilo and Stitch actually made me kind of mad.
Ah. I mean,
Makes me kind of angry.
I mean, they're spitting out all kinds of shit. And I was talking to Mike about this today because he told me that there is a new Moana movie coming out that was not planned as a theatrical release. Let's watch this and enjoy something good. Yay. Oh. So good.
Cute.
It's so sweet.
Yeah, I very strongly believe that if your music isn't making you go, oh, and feel all choked up, then what was the point?
Yeah, that was so sweet.
Like, you know, not every song has to invoke that feeling, but like, it's gotta happen at some point, right? It's so cute.
It's so cute. He comes to life. And then he stumbles around a little bit.
Yeah, like they actually made us feel something from all this.
Yeah.
And it's totally fake. It's all an illusion. They have two crumbs that they're bagging together and somehow produce a loaf of bread that way.
Oh my god. Like if you don't know, then you don't know.
Yeah.
So like this Moana movie. It was some shitty TV show on streaming that they strung 3 episodes together to make a theatrical
Give me a
release.
break. Even if we were kids, we'd be able to smell shit a mile away.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying, because I was like, isn't that if like Return of Jafar was a theatrical release? And Mike was like, didn't that one have like 3 fade outs in it? Like
Act breaks, clear commercials.
Yeah. So like, yeah, just a slurry of shit that probably is a result of the pandemic and nobody working in the same place for a couple of years. They got all disrupted, but also because there is just a dearth of
Darth, you were right the first time.
Yeah, that's right. There's a dearth of creative thought. Nobody is like this Geno scene. We're gonna make this perfect. We're gonna make it perfect. We're gonna smooth this over into perfection. We're gonna cook this in the oven for you. You're gonna smell it baking. You're gonna sink your teeth in it, and it's going to.
Never got equipment.
Oh yeah.
Gotta go back.
Whoopsie doodle. I mean, we're calling it any minute now, but you know, I hear about this stuff like honestly, within the last 4 days, I feel like every single day I've heard about another shitty Disney movie that's going to come out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
Yeah, that's just how it is.
And it's gonna get worse because they're gonna be using AI.
Yeah, that's okay, because honestly, that shit's not relevant.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just not. When the good stuff hits you, you'll know.
Yeah, they're just regurgitating shit, and it's just gonna be more of that we're already sick of.
Just don't even think of that as art. Don't even think of that as like the failing of art. Just look for art in other places. That's okay. The company's 100 years old. You think there's a single person with a vision there? That's not art anymore. It's like, you know, it's just a continuation. It's the echo of
I'm
art.
asking you, my guy, to please get a life. Read another book.
Please read a book and please tell me about something else.
Read another book. Promise that they cooked.
Someone out there cooked.
I'd rather go on Twitter and tweet at J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, maybe that's actual art right there.
Yeah, my tweets.
My tweets.
They can't be beat. Read my tweets. Read all my tweets. And like all of my tweets. They're mostly for me, but I guess you can enjoy them too.
Sorry, but we had to suspend your entire account. You said something that was bad, and now you're bad and you have to die.
We changed the meaning of words.
Sorry, but you can't stay. Also, it's illegal to not read what I said. There is no guy to get rid of. What guy? What guy? What guy do you mean? There was never a guy here. We didn't get rid of anyone. There was no guy to get rid of.
Why did we have to get him just to get rid of him?
I can tell you've got one more nugget.
Oh, well, let's see, what do I write down here? The dog section, the president section of dog heaven. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I realized that Biden did one thing Biden did that I like. It has nothing to do with him being president. It's just that he actually had his dogs.
Yeah, he actually had dogs. He's the first president to actually have dogs.
Well, I remember being like, man, fuck Trump. He don't even like dogs.
None
but
of
then
them
I
like
found
dogs.
out Obama also didn't like his dogs.
No, none of them care about their dogs.
Socks the cat rolled down the hill.
Unloved. No, Biden loved his badly behaved dogs. Every minute they're in the White House biting Secret Service guys. He loved them to death. He was definitely sad when he had to remove them from the White House.
Yeah, he had to get rid of his dogs, and not in the Obama way, where he chose to.
Get rid of the dog.
Rid of the dog, rid of the dog. What president had dogs? Maybe Teddy Roosevelt and Joe Biden, and that is all.
Man, those were the best dogs. Challenger, champion, lieutenant, federal. Those were great dogs. My dad had great dogs. Yeah,
Rid of the dog, rid of the dog, get rid of the dog immediately. I am not president anymore, so why would I want them anymore?
Hey, would you like a dog? I've got a couple of dogs.
I had a dog, then I got another dog, then I got rid of both of them. Aren't I a great guy?
I actually still have my dog, but my house is way too big for me to ever see it.
Don't have my dog, I can't find my dog anymore. Move on my dog, or else I won't have any dogs. You know, maybe dogs don't seem like the most important thing for a president, but if you remember, not that long ago, Mitt Romney wasn't president because dog.
That's right. That's right. He wasn't president because he put a dog in a crate and carried it around on top of his car.
Yeah, like tied it to the roof of his car. And once people found that out,
it was over for that.
We weren't gonna vote for this guy.
Absolutely.
He doesn't like dogs. Although it sounds like he actually had that dog, so better than Obama.
That's right. What about RFK?
RFK?
He carried a whale on top of his car, but just its head. Oh, you don't know about this?
He killed a whale?
No, he didn't kill the whale. He heard there was a beached whale on a that had washed up on a shore. And he ran over there with his kids and he cut off the whale's head. Then he drove it home on top of the car, gushing blood. And now
whale blood everywhere. Whale blood even there.
Now he's the Minister of Health. He's in charge of all of our lives.
He's gonna give us dead whales, and that'll be good.
Yeah, he's gonna bring back like whale oil as like a cure-all, right?
I'm gonna bring back whale oil.
It's
now
gonna
I have to do that accent anyway. Well, fuck me for the next 4 to 8 years.
No, he won't last that long. He's basically taking. You ever see? Did you see Avatar 2?
No.
Okay. There's a part where they drain the juice out of like the most intelligent, beautiful creature you've ever seen to sell.
Yeah.
And like that's basically what RFK is going to do over the next few years.
Drain the whale, just like Trump drained the swamp. We're draining lots of stuff. Your bank account is one. Bake your own bread if you don't want to starve to death. Yeah, you know, I've gotten lots of practice with freestyling. I'm not bad.
Yeah. You're
that wasn't that good now. That wasn't good. love how this town is like the place to be for Thingus.
It is. It's where we end up. It's where we end up at the end of the night when things haven't gone right. When the world is no good.
Botch bit, but we made a bit, but we botched it. Now we have a botch bit.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Fine, how do you do? Doesn't that beat all? Just like Breath of Fire.
Thanks for the sour persimmons, cousin. I think it's time to go.
Did you hit stop stream already?
No. I'm waiting for us to say something hilarious so I can hit stop streaming.
Okay, let's see if I have one last topic. Let's see if we can bop them one final time.
Nice.
Miss Rachel's biscuit. That fucking shit ruled.
Okay. I'm so glad you ate that biscuit
Yeah.
and that you believe after you ate that biscuit.
Meredith gave me a biscuit, a thing this big, and
It was 2
delicious.
days old.
It was 2 days old, and I put it in my toaster oven. It was awesome. Put a little butter on it. I licked the cutting board of all the crumbus.
Yes.
You know what that reminded me of? Dexter's dad. You remember that episode? Dexter's dad is like obsessed with muffins, and the mom is like, Dexter, come here. Your father is a muffin fiend. He will do anything to get them. Don't let him have the muffins. And then Dexter's dad pulls him aside. He's like, Dexter, those muffins are the reason I married your mother. Big deal, good. Muffins. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I was like wondering, man, who gets to be married to Miss Rachel? Probably Dexter's dad.
I mean, truly, who gets to be married to Miss Rachel? Well, that person would be very sad because they have to share her with the whole world.
That's true. He would definitely prefer it if they were all his.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. So let's close this out with a shout out. I don't know if I'd call her a Thingus hero, though we both are fans now.
Oh yeah.
She is the greatest chef in Philadelphia, and I would say one of the best in America. Like, very, very hard to beat in my mind. She runs a supper club in Philly. You got to make reservations, and you pay in advance, and you get there, and it's just like, you know, an incredible experience. And she is a true artist. Like, everything she makes, the flavor, the texture, the entire experience of eating it is perfect and thought through in every way. Oh yeah, no, I guess there's somebody else with this name. No, I'm talking about a chef in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like vegan and kosher, right?
Vegan and kosher.
You have to be like royalty to get a table there.
You do. You have to book it. You have to book it within the hour that it goes live every month.
Wow.
But I'll book it. I want you to believe even more. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to go. You need 4 people, right?
You need 2 people. You need an even number of people. So let's grab a friend and go.
Okay.
And true artist really believes in something. The most good on purpose food in Philly. For sure.
And if it's not a Thingus now, it will be.
Absolutely. I'm going to be thinking about this food for the rest of my life.
Thanks, Kendrick and Miss Rachel and Yoko Shimomura and Dad.
100%. Bye, everyone.